Hello everybody and welcome to today's video. Today we're going to be trying our luck on the map Lighthouse, which was made by Illuminati Donut, or otherwise known as Figglebottom. So apparently this is a remake of the original map Lighthouse, which was from the Roblox game Michael Zombies. I'm not really familiar with either of those two things nor the original. I am kind of surprised that the map did see completion, considering that the map creator is most of the time just asleep. Just kidding, Figglebottom, I love you. But yeah, let's see what we got here. So I did see there was a soul filler, so 50 souls, that's fine. We got Juggernog over here. Diamati on the wall, yes. And how much, what is that, 10 grand? Jesus Christ. All right, so we need 10 grand and we need soul fillers. Let's just see how much distance we've got. So not too bad. Probably look at buying that Diamati, I think. I'm probably going to need that. It is handy that this does actually tell you how many you've got versus how many is sort of required in total, or how many's left. Ooh, you don't see that often in zombies maps. And we've got a little fucking furry or something. What is this? Is it tails? I don't even know. Something other than a teddy bear, which is a little bit different. Oh, Jesus Christ. It's the second time now that I've basically gone down within the first 3 rounds, which is not impressive on my part, to say the least. So let's try this again. Get this soul filler cranking again. I think I just got caught off guard by the strength of the zombies there, to be honest.
See, now that right there is a lie.
Or maybe it's just me being a shit zombies player. The jug's still there, so the perks don't change, which is good to know. Is this all clipped? Yes, it is. So yeah, so I know that there is a sort of like a little Easter egg for this one. I'll have to see if I can figure that out. See what's apparent as we play through. Otherwise, if not, then I do believe there is a little walkthrough on the Steam Workshop item. So I might go grab the Diamati here, just as a precaution. Let's see what's over this way. So the house is... So why the fuck would I be opening that door if the house is already open? I could have just gone and bought this off the bat. And we'll keep going on that. So we need 50 kills, so that's not too bad. Maybe like 4 rounds or so, if that, depending on how many zombies come through. So yeah, so this is my, I guess, my second map that I've been playing on video. So second map outside of my own maps that I've been making and playing through. Not the second map I've ever played in terms of custom zombies. So I realized watching back on my previous video on Box Map X that it sort of led the impression that it was the first custom zombies map I'd ever played, which is not the case. I've said it in a few videos previously. So there's been a couple of maps that I have played, just not on camera or not on video. So I think there's probably been about maybe 9 or 10 in total that I've played. Very, very minimal, and basically just maps that have sort of appealed to me or that I've tested for other people. But yeah, nothing in the way of like I guess the big dogs within the Steam Workshop for custom zombies. So, you know, things like your Leviathan, Kowloon, you know, things made by Zilla, Verco, Logical, all of that stuff. And that's not to say that there aren't other maps that are, you know, impressive in their own sense by other map creators who are sort of less known. I'm just talking about maps that are, when you think custom zombies, like that's where your mind typically may go to. I've also got no experience with like challenge maps or anything of that sort, so I may give them a crack, although, you know, you can see how I am in when I'm playing for these maps. I'm not good. So I may not. I'll see where the interest is. Might have to just give one a go and see if I find it fun. All those sort of tower challenges and infinite spawns, fast zombies, all that sort of shit. So we've got 39, I believe, out of the 50. I'm going to go grab the AK. We're going to need to work on power. Is this a door here? No. Upstairs, potentially. Actually, can I get quick revive? Yes. All right, let's grab that before anything else happens. Mystery box up here. MP5, little drop down spot. Wonder Fizz. So unless I am blind, where would the power be? Finish off this box, you never know. It might have something to do with power. before I fucking die again. Oh, it's probably that actually. It's because that's a generator and that's connected to that, so that would likely be power, I would assume. Is that everything on now, or? Let's go have a look. Looks like it. All right, so I'm gonna grab Jug real quick, which I realize I probably could have just looked at Jug and determined that the power was on. All right, we got another electric trap here. Collect their souls. We already did that. Is there something else in the fridge? Wonder Fizz, 2 grand. We've got the what is known as the throwing mold technique on the detail pass here. Let's hit the box. See what we've got cooking in here. Assuming these are... Ooh, got the ray gun on the first go. And I'm quite content with the AK-74U, but just in case there's like a Galil or something, or an AK... Oh, let's try the Thompson. We'll save up for some perks on the Wonder Fizz, I think. See what we've got in there. I know we can obviously buy Speed Cola inside, and I'm assuming that's the last of the actual perk machine, so I don't think I saw double tap anyway. So how's everyone's day going so far? I'm feeling pretty inspired at the moment, pretty motivated, because I recently pushed out my C Block survival map, which is based on my remaster of Interment, or the Walking Dead Prison. It's got me in a bit of a motivated direction in terms of I'm really keen to continue working on the actual Interment remaster, which is the broader project. So the mapping, I don't want to say the mapping is done. The mapping's not done, but the overall layout of the prison itself is complete and textured. So I'm currently just in the process of figuring out the lighting more so. So I'm playing around with some lights and things like that, as well as the actual light entities within the map. So how much of the prison will be lit versus how much will be unlit, you know, is power required, things like that. I've been playing a lot of Black Ops 6 lately, and sort of one thing I'm drawing from that is that they really get rid of the necessity to turn on power, which I'm kind of leaning towards, because I do intend to have a lot more, sorry, in the way of like Easter eggs and things to do, so that way, you know, your main objective isn't first turning on the power. So I'll see how that sort of lands, but the point being is that I'm working to figure out what the lighting should look like otherwise, in terms of the color scheme, the palette, and things like that. And in addition to that, I'm also just working on detailing with the aesthetic of The Walking Dead in mind. So I've just recently finished doing the interior of C Block, and I'm now currently working on I guess like the tombs and D Block and everything like that, and just sort of working my way around the map. It's got the sort of generic or the general expected items. So yeah, everything to do with the prison beds, the cell doors, you know, table seats, chairs, everything like that. But now it's just adding some personality to the map, and that just really involves making it look like it's been lived in, essentially. And I'm just noticing that Deadshot shade. That's a pretty nice color, actually. I don't really have much in the way of sort of like an aqua or a turquoise shader. Oh crap. Let me get this here. Oh, it's not a... I'm gonna die. Not a maxi that refills your clip. Like we're living in 2001. I'm just saying, you know, we're not living in the old school times, Bigger Bottom. All right. Grab this, and let's grab this. What's in here? Is this going to be a weapon? Because I don't want to lose my guns if it is. Don't mind myself a bit of MG42. I think I've had this on 1 or 2 maps in the past. I like the recoil, or the lack of, should I say. So I think what we'll do is we'll work on getting all the perks, and then try and figure out this Easter egg. Which, you know, that might be a good idea, it might be a bad idea, who knows. Stamina, an absolute necessity for this massive map. And I think this is the BO3 ray gun, if I'm not mistaken. Actually, I wonder if... Get off me. I wonder if these zombies can climb up there. See, they can drop down. But yeah, I just thought I'd start off with something new in the sense of recently released, and also something not too crazy. So I'm enjoying the smaller maps at the moment. It's a nice way for me to get back into the rhythm of the sort of BO3 mechanics and the way that it plays, especially coming off BO6, as I mentioned. because BO6, it has a very fluid feel about it, which I always notice when I go back to BO6 after having played Black Ops 3. And I do like it. I hope and wish that it's something that we are able to replicate in BO3. You know, things like your mantling and whatnot, that definitely helps, but it's still very much clunky. And I'm wondering if this is a temporary pack-a-punch. Ooh, that's nice. It sort of looks a little bit like the Tomb pack-a-punch camo from Black Ops 6. It's also giving me a little bit of World at War vibes. And again, this could be from an official COD. I don't actually know. That I'm not educated enough in the world of Call of Duty, whether it be, you know, official zombies or custom zombies, but having sort of recently been on a binge of the Tomb, this looks like that to me. It looks like it is a permanent upgrade, which is handy. Double tap, nice. And I'm gonna go grab a third gun. Oh, double tap's right here. I'm a fucking idiot. Stupid ass motherfucker. Oh, there's a bit of recoil on that one. Is that all the perks? I think it might be. Alright, so let's figure out what we've got in the way of the Easter eggs. So I might just pop a nade here and chuck it down the stairs. Got one there. Probably could do with some PhD on this map, I'd say, just with the ray gun, but unless there's no splash damage, I haven't actually.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Oh fuck, that's gonna fuck. Ah, what a stitch up. Oh, hopefully I don't lose that because it wasn't my mule kick gun. We're gonna need to get perks again because in the process of doing some scientific testing, we've just fucking necked ourselves. Let's grab quick revive first. Well, at least I know double taps on the map now, so I can just grab that fucking straight away. Go upstairs and grab you. I'm gonna fucking get done by not having PhD. I can see it now. I'm gonna need speed cola next. So if any of you guys are interested in playing this map, I will leave a link in the description as per always. So by all means, feel free to go click on that, have a look at the map, download it, subscribe to it, play it. Make sure if you do play it, leave a comment and a sort of thumbs up or a like or a dislike, depending on your impression of the map. Because it does help out map creators significantly. And it's always nice for us to know, you know, what we're doing well, what we're doing wrong, what we can improve on, everything like that. So I'm sure that the map creator would definitely appreciate any feedback from you guys as well. Let's have a quick look around. Might just grab speed cola first, which is over here. So we've got this. Is this anything? No. I'm hesitant to pay for that because it's likely going to be a gun of some kind. All right, we've already collected their souls. Nothing here. Is there anything in the way of shootables? I mean, I could possibly need pack-a-punch, so what would I do if I was making this map? It's a remote island, so we've got power on. Is there anything sparking? Do I need dead wire? We've got a trap here. Does that connect to anything? Not that I can see. Anything to do with the lighthouse, maybe? We've got a satellite. Ooh. Maybe to do with this? No? Surely that's something. No? Interesting. All right. So what we'll do is I'm gonna try and grab mule kick, and I'll hit this just in case it is a gun. That way, if it is a gun, I'm not losing something. Yeah, that's probably my best guess to start with. As soon as I can grab that, I will. At a bare minimum, we'll need 3 grand, so 2 grand in hopes to get mule kick from the Wonder Fizz, and then 1 grand to hit that locker. I'm confident it's just going to be a weapon of some kind, like the Nuct cabinet. My next guess would be maybe something to do with dead wire. There's a lot of electrical panels around the map, so could potentially be something to do with that. Or it could be to do with the ray gun. I know a lot of people who like to sort of make their wonder weapon the sort of the key to starting or initiating an Easter egg. I've done that before. I've played a lot of maps like that before. The Winchester, that's a good example. So you needed the Wonder Wolf to activate the electrical panels. So I'll see. We'll see what happens. What did we get? Deadshot? Is that what that is? Yeah. I'm in the process still of determining what map to play next. I'm going to hit this because the more opportunities I can get to hit the Wonder Fizz, the better. But yeah, oh, there we go. I'm determining what map to play next because, like I was saying earlier in the video, there's a lot of sort of big maps with main Easter eggs that I want to tackle. It's just a matter of having the time first and foremost to actually do that. But there's also a lot of little maps that I feel don't get the love that they deserve. So I do want to try and get some exposure out to a lot more of those sort of littler maps. And I think it's a good segue for me as well because I am transitioning from playing my own maps into playing other people's maps. So yeah, I'm thinking that the smaller maps would be, you know, a nice transition point. But I think what I might do is I'm tempted to play Wanted. That's sort of the one that's really standing out to me. At least at this stage. An ore. Ooh. It's pretty cool. So that's my mirror. So maybe we need something to do with the ore potentially. So, I mean, that would kind of make sense. We are on an island and maybe we need the ore to get off in a boat or something. I know there was a boat over by the soul filler, I think it was. So maybe we can go see if there's anything there we can do with that. Actually, one thing I'm just realizing is there no Pack-a-Punch? Like, obviously I've got Pack-a-Punch on this gun, but is there no Pack-a-Punch otherwise? Is it anything to do with this? Can we blow that up? No. Let's go have a look. This is 10 grand. There were Betty's. Anything on the radio? Let's see. There's a boat. So we can't go down to that. So we can rule that out. Can't hit Pack-a-Punch. So dead wire is sort of out of the question. So I would guess maybe the radio. There's also the trap. Maybe the trap powers the radio. I don't know. We'll go another round. We'll see what the map has to say about itself. Not particularly loving the lack of max ammo refilling my gun. That's all right though. It's only personal preference. Anything else here? We got a sink and a bin. Yeah, I think the radio is probably our best bet. So what I'll do is I'm going to see if the trap powers the radio at all. Anything? That's is it that. Ooh, oh, I'm gonna fucking die, aren't I? Yep, we got something though. This is not good. Dead. We are going to run that back. The fact that I know I need to have the ray gun, and I'm assuming it was, yeah, the trap that did that. I'm wondering if there's a way to get a guaranteed ray gun at all, or if I have to hit the box, and whether or not it needs to be Pack-a-Punch, because I still don't quite know how the Pack-a-Punch thing worked. Like if it only comes in on a certain round, or what the situation was. So we're going to work towards that. Depending on how we go, I may just cut straight through to getting the ray gun. But you guys will obviously see in the edited version, so if it doesn't cut to a ray gun from here, well then you know that I'm going to talk about other stuff. So yeah, one thing I'd definitely say for this map is, for me personally, if I was the creator, if the ray gun is a necessity for the quest, look, you don't necessarily need to make it a you don't need to have a guaranteed way to get the ray gun, although a lot of people would probably ask for that. I would definitely recommend having PhD on the map though, because having a splash damage gun be part of the quest and it also hurting you is a fucking shit way to go. In the same breath, maybe I just need to get better. Maybe I just got to get my shit together. And you know, any feedback that I do give on any maps that I play, it is always with love. So for any map creators who are watching me play their videos, it is always coming from a place of goodness. I'm the exact same way. People are more than welcome to give me feedback on my maps, and you know, I take it on board. I always appreciate the criticism because it helps me know when I'm doing good and things that I might be overlooking, anything like that. So please don't hate me. I don't want to keep hitting the box too much because I need to get Jug and Quick Revive first and Double Tap. now that I know I don't need to hit that closet or locker, whatever you want to call it, I can probably save a little bit of money on perks. And considering that I'm not really going to need any of, I don't need stamina up, I don't need mule kick, and I don't really need dead shot, I don't think. I can probably just go with hitting the core 4 perks. I'd say I'll probably be okay. If you guys are enjoying the content so far, please do be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. It does help my channel to grow, and it does help direct my content out to more people like yourself. And it's very much appreciated. And let me know as well if there's any maps on the Steam Workshop that you'd really like to see me play, because I'm definitely open to and in need of suggestions, since it's been a very long time since I've sort of kept up to date with any maps. Usually sort of my idea of what maps are coming out is just based on what other people are playing. And you know, the core person I used to watch was Conjurer. I believe he's on a bit of a hiatus at the moment. I haven't seen much from him in a little while, which, you know, is perfectly fine. He could just be taking a step away for a bit, looking after himself, anything like that. So if that's the case, you know, hope he's doing well. But it does obviously leave a little bit of a gap in the custom zombies content, at least from creators who are sort of posting consistently and things like that. And I've also been watching a lot of FPS Psycho as well. So I've been watching him for some time, I think pretty much since he first played through my map internment. And this goes for anyone out there who's making YouTube videos or wanting to make YouTube videos. If I post a map on the workshop and you play through it, what happens is, as soon as I post a map, within a couple of days, I'm YouTubing BO3 Custom Zombies, insert map name here, playthrough. And I'm looking for anyone who's playing my maps, because I love watching you guys play my maps. I'll literally watch like 10 in a row and just gauge people's reactions and thoughts, because I very much value the criticism and the opinion. I love to see what people love about the maps, but I also am very interested to see what people dislike about them, and you know, what the thoughts are behind certain creative decisions that I've made when developing the map. So yeah, if you are ever making videos and you play through any of my maps, I don't really know why I'm doing this, but please do leave links to your playthroughs on the Steam Workshop item for me, because I would love to watch them. And you know, I'm sure a lot of other map creators enjoy the same. I should probably grab some quick revive. And I don't even know if it's a Bible ending or if it's or like what happens. Like, we got the lighthouse. I don't know if the lighthouse then activates something or whatever, but we might need money for a Bible ending. Tends to be the theme for a lot of maps. I mean, I'm kind of tempted to keep the bar now, so might just grab speed. So I'm curious to see what you guys would think, just in the spirit of playing custom zombies. What would be the coolest or most unique setting, in your opinion, for a zombies map? So whether it's something released officially by, you know, Treyarch or Infinity Ward, or, you know, any of the other companies that are, you know, making Call of Duty titles, or whether it was to be made by the custom zombies community, what would be the coolest or most unique setting for a zombies map, in your opinion? Because for me, I've always fancied like the prison settings. So Mob of the Dead, I think, is like probably my favorite official map of all time. And then obviously, as you guys know, if you're following my content and my mapping journey and whatnot, The Walking Dead prison is my favorite sort of setting in a TV show, or especially within The Walking Dead. And a Walking Dead crossover was always something that I really wanted back in the day as well. So for me, I've already sort of done that in that sense. So I've got what I wanted from it. But if you could see something, what would you like to see? So let me know in the comments what you think of that. I'm definitely curious to sort of read through your thoughts and opinions on it. And you never know, it might inspire me, or it might inspire another map creator who's in the comments to make that map. I got a few pots on the stove cooking at the moment, so my Walking Dead stuff is just sort of like the tip of the iceberg. So a few titles that I'm working on. So I've got my Internment Remaster, as I've already mentioned previously. I'm also doing a body cam style map, which is set on the prison as well. So I'm doing two versions of the Walking Dead prison. But I've also got a Last of Us inspired map going as well. And in addition to that, I'm also working on a secret project, or a somewhat secret project. It's not too under wraps, but I just haven't really posted much about it so far. Which is, it's basically a spin on Liberty Falls remade into a former official zombies map. So I won't speak too much on it just yet because I do want to save that for its own, not video, but its own announcement. And I may do a little bit of a walkthrough on that when that time comes. We are still here just grinding out points for the time being because I still need to get my hands on the ray gun. Not having as much luck as we had in the last run through, unfortunately. But we got to get it eventually. So just going to keep trying my luck and we'll see how things pan out. Haven't seen anything in the way of the Pack-a-Punch power up come back through yet because I did swap out that gun. So I don't know if that was like a one and done type thing. And you know, if you miss your chance, you miss it, or if you waste it, then you waste it. Or if there's something specifically you need to be doing. I haven't noticed anything in the way of Pack-a-Punch on the map otherwise, so that's unknown to me if that is the case, but wouldn't mind a little bit of a electric cherry as well. Would be nice on this map, I reckon. This nuke, hit the box again. We're kicking this same gun. Get away. I have no ammo. I need to get through. Oh my god. I'm gonna get fucking done. I've missed the fire sale. Not the end of the world. Let's grab you. I am gonna need to grab jug. Hurry. I'm gonna try this one more time. And if I don't get it, then I'm just gonna concede defeat. So we are back yet again. I'm already on round 3. I've got quick revive and I managed to get myself the AUG para, or the AUG para. And I'm just going to work on the soul filler and hit the box and the perks as before. So nothing you haven't already seen on this one. So that's what I'm going to be working on. So we've just managed to get the ray gun. We're at round 13. Got a few perks. So not too strenuous. Didn't take us too long to get back to where we needed to be, which I'm grateful for because RNG for Easter egg steps is quite painful, and I would know because I've done a couple of things where that's required. Not bad. But I heard the feedback, so that is no longer a thing going forward for me. So anytime that something is mandatory and is normally RNG based, I'm going to try and implement a way to basically guarantee that whenever the player needs it. Part of the recording there messed up, so the cut or the transition might be a little bit weird there, so I do apologize. We got the boat in. We need 60k points. I've already contributed, I believe, 20,000. So we're 2/6 of the way there. I'm even wondering whether it might be useful to run around or not. I feel like running around is putting me into sticky situations, so I'd rather stay up here if I can. Hit that, and I'm gonna quickly drop in more points. I think 60k is a good amount of points for a Bible. I think for any future Bible endings, I think 60, 75k is a good amount to aim for. It's not too crazy, not too demanding. It's also not too low because I feel like 50k and under it's achievable quite quickly. And you know, especially on a small map like this where the main quest is not really like if once you know how to do it, you can knock it out in a couple of minutes, obviously subject to RNG. I think having a Bible where you have to spend the time to work the points up is good in that sense. If you have a main quest on a map and there's a lot of steps and it takes, you know, 30-40 minutes, something like that, to get through the quest, whether it's with a guide or without, I think then the Bible ending should be less. That's even if you do a Bible ending. I'm personally a fan of having a Bible ending after a main quest because I very much like having the option to continue playing. And like Black Ops 6 and Cold War are good examples of that, where sort of you can exfil every 6 rounds or whatever it is. I think that's good because, you know, especially in my case where if I grind 31 rounds or 30 rounds, whatever it is, by the time I get to that 31st round and the next fill spawns in, I'm pretty much good to get off. And it's nice sort of having felt like I've accomplished something by exfilling. So I think doing an exfil style system is definitely something that I'd like to introduce into my maps going forward. So, you know, in the maps where there is a main quest, doing the main quest and then having the option to exfil after the fact, or otherwise in the absence of an exfil, then a Bible ending. So I'm currently working on the steps for my Interment remaster as well as the body cam map. So It's kind of hard coming up with ideas that are different between the two, especially considering that the setting is the same. Yeah, I'm trying to keep it separate from one another because I do want to have different steps for the two, but it's hard because I'll be thinking of an idea for one map and I'll be like, oh, that would be really cool for that. It's not good. It's the ray gun. I like it, but not having PhD is killing me, literally. Oh, shit. I'm gonna get done in this. Oh, fuck's sake. Look, I think that's gonna do me for now. I'm gonna have to come back to this and finish it. I keep underestimating that corner. I keep thinking I'm able to bypass it and I just keep getting stuck. And yeah, it's just not happening. Anyway, that does bring us to the end of today's video, guys. I hope you did enjoy it. If you did enjoy the video and you do want to help me get my channel and videos to the right audience, as I mentioned earlier in the video, please do consider leaving a like and a comment. It does definitely help me by allowing the YouTube algorithm to direct my content to more people like you. In addition, if you'd like to see more content like this, you all know how it works. You can click on the subscribe button down below. Keep up to date with all my posted videos. Until then, feel free to check out one of the 2 videos on screen if you haven't already. Otherwise, have a great day and I'll catch you in the next video.